Hey guys, mulltiy here. Today let's talk about Warlock PvP in Season of Discovery. Right now I'm just level 57 with this character. I'm getting up on 60 I guess next 1 or 2 days. And then I will play only PvP with this character. Makes a lot of fun in my opinion with Warlock in general in Classic, but in Season of Discovery maybe even more. And today I want to talk with you about the best possible Warlock spec in my opinion so far at this moment. And the good thing is this spec is also very good for leveling. We talk about the normal demo spec that you know from the past. We will go over the runes, so let's head over here. Yeah, here you can already no, sorry, this is not correct. Correct would it be like this? Exactly, this is how I prefer my spec. This is how I prefer it at the moment. So what is the problem in Season of Discovery? A lot of classes have a lot of damage more than in the past, and we talk especially here about burst. So burst, you need to survive the burst to get useful with your Warlock, especially if you play that build that we are playing. Destruction maybe is a little bit different, than you are the bursty guy, so maybe it's exactly the opposite at the end of the day. So you try to make as much damage as possible, and with Demo Warlock is more like constant damage while you heal yourself, and controlling the fight with, you know, like Death Coil, Fear, whatever you have. So this is the spec. We go here the normal full demo build. I think there is nothing in question here. The other talents are just pretty much useless. If you are a big succubus player, for sure go for that. If you are an imp preferer, go for that. If not, go for just the normal. I think you need to take this for getting in this next row, as far as I can see. Yeah, so for me that's the way to go. The improved Voidwalker for the better sacrifice. We have here the fell intellect, just 1 point to get more down. The fell stamina is again more health for your demons. This is here, you know, this one talent that every 15 minutes, so it's not that useful. You have like an instant cast on on one of your demons, which can be pretty nasty. Every 15 minutes means you could summon another Voidwalker instantly, and then yeah, just overwhelm the enemy with 2 times sacrifice, because sacrifice, I'm not sure if we can see it here. Let me check that. I never checked it. Sacrifice rank 6. I'm not sure if there's another rank coming. I think I just upgraded it a level ago or something like this. Look it up. It's 2500 damage shield. We have right now 3500 HP, so that's a lot. Combine it with a health stone, we will get better health stone with further level. Some things I did not level up at that moment, so yeah, that means just in general you have like 2.5 times your HP every 15 minutes ready for a very big fight. So let's hop over here again. Then Unholy Power, increase the damage for your demons 20%. To be honest, the Voidwalker is pretty weak. That is only the sacrifice benefit, but you could also go, especially for the for other ones, it's Succubus, if you know how to use it, pretty strong. And the Fell Hunter, you also know when you use it pretty good, can be also very strong pet. Imp, nothing to say about it. I would guess Felguard is questionable, because you have to is here. I like Affliction very much, especially as an opener, so would be not that smart in my opinion to go for the Felguard. But if you maybe want to give it a go, why not? It definitely makes a lot of damage, and the charge is pretty nasty. And then here, Master Demonologist, I mean, nothing to say about it. Voidwalker, reduce physical damage taken by 10%. That will be, if you accumulate this with the Soul Link, you have like a 40% damage reduction against physical damage user, which is crazy if you think about this. Succubus increase all damage. I think the Demon Guard is 5% more crit, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Fellhunter is okay. Let me say it like this, especially against caster, nothing to argue about this. So the important thing here is coming down onto Soul Link. Soul Link is crazy strong. Demonologist is crazy strong. 15% more stamina. I guess I don't have to explain it. 30% more value on the sacrifice. I guess also nothing that we have to explain. 20% better heal pot, if you want to see it like this, your thing, and then every 15 minutes the big song thing. But that leads us to the Affliction build, which is in my opinion the, besides maybe Soul Link, the more important part about this build, because what makes this build in my opinion so strong is that all the important things of the Affliction build, you can take it with just these 20 points into Affliction. That makes, in my opinion, that build so strong. If you look into this, we have for sure the improved corruption for an instant corruption. Nothing to explain about this. I would always go for improved life tap. I think I saw people that go instead for this. I prefer the improved life tap, but also that can make sense, don't get me wrong. And improved drain life, I guess nothing to explain about this. Amplified curse, yeah, why not? It's every 3 minutes ready. It's not a bad thing. I would definitely recommend it. I would not really know where to put this 1 point extra, but maybe some people would put it different, but okay. 20% more range. I guess not a lot of things that I need to explain here for you, especially in PvP. And Nightfall, which can lead to very nice burst with Nightfall procs on your Shadow Balls. Also, I guess here, not a lot of things that I have to explain. So again, what makes this build so strong is a lot of damage reduction. You're very tanky. You still have all your control ready. You're very tanky. With every 15 minutes you are incredible tanky. You still make a good amount of damage, and with the Affliction, just 20 points, you have all the important things to increase your damage, which makes this build, in my opinion, so awesome. Let us go over the runes. I try to make it a little bit quick. Pandemic, periodic damage from your dots can crit. I guess not a lot of thing to explain about it. It's just pretty strong. Back, that's new, right? In this phase 4, sometimes I forget what is new or what is already old. Soul Siphon, also here, nothing to explain. Infernal Armor, if you want to be even more tanky, if you maybe think about playing Warsong and using it quite frequently, in a very good thing. If not, Soul Siphon is no doubt. On the chest, Master Channeler, that's most important rune maybe, and all the spec, Master Channeler. And then on the wrist, what we talked already about, I would use Unstable Affliction. Affliction as an opener is awesome. During a fight, it can be hard to cast or find then the right moment to cast it, but as an opener, pretty strong, and it also gives the opponent a tough time maybe to how is it called, to dispel it. Hence, here we go for the Haunt. That is just bursty damage and more heal back. You could argue for Metamorphosis if you want to be the tanky tank thing, which can make sense in decent cases, but I'm the Haunt player. I would say I'm the Haunt player, especially when we also talk about the leveling experience. And then we go here into the Waste. Yeah, the Waste. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. I would say it's a Grimoire of Synergy, and in Invocation you can swap around this, maybe even Shadow of Flame. I prefer Invocation, especially when we also talk about the leveling thing. But I think also Grimoire of Synergy could be a good choice. So all choices here are decent. Lex, Lex, yeah. Surge with Phalange, increasing your pets and your dodge chance by 30% and your chance to critically strike with all attacks by 30%. Yeah, for me it's Demonic Craze, especially for the dodge chance. It feels just like a Death CD, which is a decent thing, I would say. So yeah, I would go here for Demonic Craze. For the feat, I would say we have here you and your demon pet gain dodge chance to your spell critical chance each time you deal a critical blah 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 blah. I think here is no doubt the demonic knowledge. That is, as you can see here, for me it's 19 spell damage. That at the end is just an additional item. And then for the rings, you know, the ring thing is new. I guess we would put here the shadow and the fire. As far as I know, they are unique, or you can only play one. So you would use shadow and fire just to get here this thing. So with this spec, you are very tanky, very tanky. You could go even tankier, like I said, with the. As first of all, you could go even more tanky if you wear equip, which is tanky. Let us go maybe quick over the equip here. In my case, I just have complete PvP gear on. I think every item that you see here is from PvP. I think this is the cloak from Strangledon, and this is still from BFD. So everything else is PvP. I also will only play PvP, or maybe I make 1 or 2 dungeons, you know, in the meantime. So what I have here is mostly intellect, stamina, and damage. Spell damage for sure, with a little bit of crit mixed. You could also go even more for stamina, which can make sense if you could want to go even more tanky. So, and you can, like I said, you could play Metamorphosis instead of the Haunt build, which makes you lose fear, which I don't like, but just to say, there is an option there that you could go this path. But in general, I would say stamina, int, and spell damage. If you don't know what to do, I would go, if you only have you want to decide for one thing, so if you have like a green item, I would always go for the stamina thing in general, but if not, then just go for the PvP gear, and that makes a lot of sense. So in general, yeah, let's talk about the rotation. I mean, the rotation is pretty easy, I would say, especially when we talk about a standard rotation. I will not now give a rotation for every fight. You know, World PvP is completely different from dual PvP or whatever. I would say it's, and I guess you know it already, if you have the chance to precast Unstable Affliction, is a 1.5 second spell, do it. You could say even, okay, also precast and Immolate would be also possible, but then we talk already about 3.5 seconds, which usually nobody should give you. But let me say, if you are the first strike, cast an Unstable Affliction, and then for sure Curse of Agony, Corruption on the enemy, followed by Haunt, or Haunt first and then Agony and Corruption, that doesn't matter, followed by Drain Life, and then keep these things up. If you keep all these things up, like I said, Unstable Affliction is a cast, so it's not an instant, but if you keep these things up, there's a very high chance that you win the fight. You also have your Fear and your Death Coil. Death Coil for sure has a 2-minute cooldown. That means, depending on how often you search for fights, maybe you don't have it every fight, but Fear has no cooldown. It just costs a good amount of mana, and it is 1.5 second cast. So I would say these are your general tools to fight. Use Life Tap only if you need it, because it also costs you a decent amount of health. Rank 5, do I not have rank 6 already? Yeah, it doesn't matter, but use it only when you really need it. Sec for sacrifice for the Void Walker is pretty important. If you know before he gets killed, 100% use it. If you play against another Warlock and he casts Banish, use it. It's better to have it than not have it. It keeps up for 30 seconds. The only way that you should not really do it too early is yeah, if you know that the fight is maybe not even started and the enemy could stall you, the opponent could stall you for another 30 seconds. So then don't do it. But besides that, do it too early than too late. So in general, Unstable Affliction precast if you can. Keep up your dots, keep up Haunt, keep up Drain Life if possible at all times. That is pretty strong. Cast a Fear whenever you can. Get Unstable Affliction again off if you can. 6 seconds because of the rune, the 6 seconds timer. Which rune is it? I always forget the name. Is it Invocation? Invocation, less than 6 seconds, you will cost the damage instantly that was left. So if it's possible, cast them Curse of Agony and Corruption then. Especially those two, because then it also gives you a little bit of burst, which usually is your weakness. And for sure, always get a Shadow Bolt in if you have a Nightfall proc. That's it for the rotation. We have here a build that is very, very tanky, makes decent amount of damage. You have a high control with Fear, with Death Coil, with the Banish that you could maybe do on another demon, or other things, you know, like what Warlock has. And you have a lot of safe heal with Haunt and with Drain Life, especially Drain Life combined with Master Channeler, Soul Siphon, whatever. So this is my go-to build. Like I said, you could also go for the Destruction build that maybe I will cover in another video, but today I want to talk about this, and this is at the moment my favorite build for PvP, but also for leveling, especially on a PvP server. That's it for today, guys. Have fun. See you. Peace out. Bye bye.